Good evening. I'm Kip Darling, and you're watching continuing coverage of The Search for a Supervillain. Joining us via satellite are Ratchet and Clank, the heroes who defeated Dr. Nefarious over 2 years ago. Ratchet, Clank, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us, Kip.
First, he was dead. Then he was status unknown. Now authorities have upgraded Dr. Nefarious to alive and at large. Will Ratchet and Clank join the search team?
Clank and I talked about it, and we both decided it's time to go back to the way things were, you know? Fixing ships, playing holo games till 3 in the morning. Leave the hero stuff to the other guys.
Like Galactic President Quark.
Yeah. Or anyone else.
Ratchet?
What? I didn't vote for the guy.
I believe what Ratchet is trying to say is, we have full confidence in President Quark's abilities, and I am sure he will not rest until Nefarious is captured.
Well, with that in mind, let's check in with President Quark at the presidential compound in Meridian City. President Quark? President Quark?
She was taking a memo. Good morning, citizens. I was just, analyzing. Ah, yes. These figures seem optimal. Very promising.
Sir, you're reading a cereal box.
Is there something I can do for you, taxpayer?
The Polaris Defense Force claims Lawrence teleported Dr. Nefarious to safety prior to the destruction of his space station. What measures are you taking to track down this fugitive?
Extreme measures, Kip. Every morning I wake up, I look around, I ask everyone I see, and so far, no dice. Hey, Zeph, you seen Dr. Nefarious? No! See? The guy's a ghost!
Then do you have a message for citizens who believe Dr. Nefarious is planning another attack?
Absolutely. There is no danger. Everything is under control. So relax, kick back, and put your faith in myself and Vice President Scrunch.
Thank you, President Quark. Coming up, 10 million ways your loofah sponge can kill you. Right after this.
Hello everyone, this is Neronium. Welcome to my newest playthrough of Ratchet and Clank All for One. Ratchet & Clank All for One was created and developed by Insomniac Games, published for the PlayStation 3 in 2011 as a continuation from the ending that was left off with Ratchet & Clank Future: A Crack in Time. Ratchet & Clank All for One takes a new approach to Ratchet & Clank, a little bit of an experimental phase that the series ended up going through in the next 2 games, with All for One featuring 4-player cooperative multiplayer and online support. So, you can go offline, online, and you can set up a profile. You got skill points and trophies, same as always, but I should mention this regarding Ratchet & Clank All for One. There's a few things just to get out of the way. 1, I will not be 100%ing this game. Unlike other Ratchet & Clank games, which I enjoy 100%ing, this is one of those games that's really not the case. Primarily because it is linear, if I am really thinking about it in this way. See, Ratchet & Clank All for One goes about this way. You go linearly through a level and you can't backtrack. Thus, if you miss something, you'd kind of have to play a level select or go through the entire game again. And that's not really as much fun as it sounds, especially when you're by yourself. So yes, how will we be handling this project? Well, as I mentioned beforehand, it won't be a 100% run. Unfortunately, it will be single player offline as well because PS3 Online has been shut down as of this point. Another thing to keep in mind is the fact that my original plans for this game were to do it multiplayer with my friends in local co-op. But given how 2020 has been of a year, that doesn't look like it's going to be the case. So where did this game come from exactly? Well, I ended up doing a sort of poll, only shared it around a few places because I just needed a few votes to see which game to do next after Portal 2 finished. And wouldn't you know it, this game won after being one of the 3 games in a 3-way tie in between with the Ori and the Blind 4 sequel, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and Wario Land 2. Eventually, I had to put the 3 games into a roulette, and All for One came out on top. So, Ratchet & Clank Future All for One will be handled in this way. We're just gonna go through the story. I should mention, there are difficulties. As always, you can select level selects, segment selects, do all that. And for the sake of this, we are going to be playing on hard mode because I hate myself. And otherwise than that, we will just go from there. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna end it off right here. This has been Neronium, and I welcome you all to Ratchet & Clank All for One. See you all next time. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to see what game led into Ratchet & Clank All for One, check out the top link for a playthrough of Ratchet & Clank Future, A Crack in Time. And if you want to see the ending of the Future series, check out the bottom link for a playthrough of Ratchet & Clank Into the Nexus.